Hello there. Happy tolkientober, everybody. Still happy tolkientober because this is still October. At least in the time where I'm recording this. I'm waiting for my ramen to cool down, so let's hope it doesn't take more than a month. Recently, I just turned a little bit older. I had a birthday that I nearly forgot, and it made me think of someone that we all tend to forget. Like a bill that we don't want to pay, or just this one little friend that is not that extraordinary and just does his things and keeps on living and tends to fade back into the background. I am obviously talking about Irmo, the master of dreams and visions, and has a garden that is called Lorien, so they also call him Lorien. There's also a reason why we call him Lothlorien, because garden. Yeah, there really isn't much about this character that I can really analyze. Of course, I could read the entire Silmarillion once again, but I'm waiting for my ramen to cool down, and I'm not waiting for my ramen to turn into dust. So, this is what you get. Now, Irmo is the Lord of Dreams and Visions, and what exactly does that mean? Well, he essentially gives people of Middle-earth, or essentially Arda, of course, their visions. If something of importance were to happen, it is his domain to essentially give them these ideas and these ominous warnings, instead of just, sending a delivery man and telling them straight up what is going to happen. I'm pretty sure the people of Numenor would have appreciated this. Now, we have records that Ulmo is also capable of doing that, but I don't know why Ulmo is also capable of doing that. I assume that all the Valar are somewhat capable of doing each other's job if one gets ill or takes a few days off, so there is that. So Irmo is also associated with the Gardens of Lorien, which is essentially a pretty chill garden where you go to rest for respite and to heal your soul, and pretty much the first stop Frodo had when he arrived at the Undying Lands, because this is where you go to soothe your soul. And the mother of Feanor, after giving birth to him and being so extremely exhausted by it because he's such a problem child, her soul left her body and willingly went to the House of Mandos, the House of the Dead, and refused to go back to her body. She could just go back and live, but she's not gonna do it because she's just so exhausted. So she's just not gonna do that. Now, the only thing that I can really tell you about Irmo is that he and his wife Esther, the Valar of Grief, essentially convinced Varda, the Valar of the stars and queen of all the Valar, that the sun and the moon should move not together but separately on different schedules, so that people could have rest and sleep and can recover, because so far rest and sleep were banished from the world because there was no cycle of sorts. And their queen agreed, and therefore we have a cycle of day and night thanks to Irmo's and Esther's intervening. Okay, very good, I guess. Well, thanks to that, we have a very cool epic battle at Helm's Deep, and thank the Valar it was made by Peter Jackson and not HBO, because we were actually able to see something there. Ah yes, alright. Irmo, the Valar of the Dreams. Again, there's not much known about him, but he does his job right, and he's a pretty chill character. So, what can I give him? What rating would befit the Master of Dreams? I would give him 13 rings out of 20, because unfortunately there really isn't much going on. He seems very chill, but we don't know much about his character, and I do want to eat my ramen. 13 rings for you, Irmo. I'm very sorry that you are easily overlooked, but hey, it is the same with my birthday, because I tend to forget that. And if I'm not forgetting my birthday, I do forget how old I am. But yeah, until then, have a good tolkientober and enjoy your ramen, if you have any. If not, I do suggest you get some.